Gold production came in below estimates. Prices off their highs as we await this clarification on gold tariffs from the White House.
Gold futures in New York this morning surging to a record high.
It's above all a matter of national security.
President Donald Trump surprised countries around the world last week by announcing he would double tariffs on metal imports.
The price will go up like we saw with copper. And then there was this rug pull with copper.
Police car light breaking news. Just minutes ago, Washington was thrown into chaos. Donald Trump is reportedly furious as one of America's most vital industries comes to a screeching halt. From Arizona's copper belts to West Virginia's coal towns, mines are shutting their gates, silencing the machinery that has fueled you. Yes, manufacturing for decades. Rail cars are frozen in place, processing plants have gone dark, and thousands of workers are bracing for pink slips. Other sectors are also under fire. The auto industry faces rising costs. And in an unexpected twist, Swiss gold bars are now being slapped with U.S. tariffs. While America scrambles, Canada is moving at lightning speed to seize control of the global mineral market: copper, rare earths, coal. While the U.S. faces painful shortages at home. The warning signs were there for months. The standoff began when Trump vowed to protect America's bedrock industries from foreign competition, hitting imported copper, nickel, and rare earths with steep tariffs. He framed it as a bold move to bring mining jobs back and reduce reliance on foreign suppliers. But Canada, one of America's biggest raw material partners, didn't flinch. Ottawa fired back with targeted countermeasures and quietly rerouted exports to Asia and Europe. Trump doubled down, branding foreign minerals a national security risk, insisting the U.S. could meet its own demand. That bet is now collapsing, and the fallout is spreading fast. The consequences are staggering. In Arizona, some of the nation's largest copper mines have halted production, choking the flow of metal essential for electronics, power grids, and defense manufacturing. In West Virginia, coal trains sit idle, rusting on abandoned tracks. Thousands of families, many tied to these mines for generations, now face unemployment. Meanwhile, Canada's moves are paying off. By locking in long-term trade deals elsewhere, they're positioning themselves as the go-to global supplier, a role America may struggle to reclaim. And it's not just mining. Rising costs are squeezing automakers, and U.S. tariffs on Swiss gold have rattled global markets. Industry insiders warn this is more than a trade spat. It's a geopolitical power shift. The big question now: has Trump overplayed his hand, or is there still time to pull America back from the brink? The U.S. mining heartland is in crisis. In West Virginia and Wyoming, coal shipments that feed America's steel plants and power stations have been slashed or frozen entirely. Rare earth extraction sites in Nevada, once hailed as the key to cutting U.S. reliance on China, are scaling back, citing cost spikes and chaos in global markets. Industry analysts link these shutdowns directly to the escalating tariff war with Canada, which, until recently, supplied billions of dollars in minerals to America's industries every year. Without that lifeline, manufacturers are scrambling to find replacements. And as Canada accelerates exports to Europe and Asia, the U.S. is being shut out of contracts it once dominated. The ripple effects are brutal. In Arizona's copper belt, layoffs are gutting towns where entire economies revolve around mine gates. In West Virginia's coal country, rail yards that once roared with loaded cars from Midwest steel mills now sit half empty. Contractors, truck drivers, and equipment suppliers are feeling the squeeze as orders evaporate. Even the auto industry, already reeling from rising costs, is warning of production slowdowns. Meanwhile, Swiss gold bars of all things are facing surprise U.S. tariffs, further rattling global trade. The damage isn't confined to mining towns. Midwest manufacturing hubs, from Michigan's auto plants to Ohio's turbine assembly lines, rely on a steady stream of copper, nickel, and rare earths for wiring, motors, and precision components. Shortages threaten to slow production of everything from smartphones to fighter jet electronics, hitting both consumer markets and defense contractors. Energy projects aren't spared. Wind farms in Texas and solar installations in California are reporting delays due to a lack of wiring-grade copper and specialty alloys. Markets are in turmoil. In Chicago and New York, commodity traders have watched copper futures explode past all-time highs. Rare earth contracts sell at punishing premiums, and coal spot prices surge sharply. Industry insiders warn these aren't temporary spikes. They could rewrite the global balance of power in manufacturing and energy. And yet, as the U.S. economy buckles, Canada is cashing in, taking the very resources that once powered America and selling them to the highest bidder. For millions of American consumers, the fallout from the mining shutdown is about to hit where it hurts most: their wallets. Prices are set to climb on goods that depend on these raw materials, from electric cars and refrigerators to smartphones, laptops, and even the power tools in your garage. Industry leaders say the chain reaction is already in motion. The American Electronics Association warns that without immediate relief, small and mid-sized manufacturers could run out of critical components before the end of the quarter. The National Association of Home Builders cautions that soaring metal costs will add thousands to the price of new homes, as wiring, plumbing, and HVAC systems all rely on copper and specialty alloys. And as if that weren't enough, Swiss gold bars, yes, gold, have now been slapped with unexpected U.S. tariffs, spooking investors and shaking commodity markets. The energy sector is sounding the alarm too. Grid modernization projects, essential to keeping up with America's surging electricity demand, may stall for months. And in the defense industry, where rare earths are essential for missile guidance systems, radar arrays, and stealth coatings, the stakes are even higher. Pentagon insiders now face the unthinkable, sourcing these minerals from countries like Australia, Brazil, or even China. That's not just expensive, it's a national security gamble. For America's mining workers, the crisis is gut-wrenchingly personal. In Ely, Nevada, and Gillette, Wyoming, families are staring down missed mortgage payments, lost health care, and the possibility their kids will have to leave town just to find work. In Arizona, veteran copper miners say this downturn feels worse than the bust years of the 1980s, when entire communities emptied almost overnight. Local businesses, diners, hardware stores, car dealerships are watching customers vanish. Even the auto industry, already squeezed by rising costs, warns that vehicle prices will spike further as wiring harnesses and specialty components grow scarce. Banks in mining regions are tightening credit. State governments are revising budgets downward as mineral royalties dry up. School districts warn of layoffs. The shockwaves aren't just economic. They're tearing at the social fabric of entire towns. And Canada? They're selling America's missing minerals to the highest bidder overseas. If the closures persist, the damage could be permanent. Industry insiders warn that even if tariffs vanish tomorrow, restarting mines isn't as simple as flipping a switch. Skilled workers, once laid off, often leave the industry for good, and equipment sitting idle for months demands expensive repairs before production can ramp back up. Politically, the crisis has ignited a firestorm. Governors from affected states are pressing Washington for emergency measures, from pausing tariffs to funneling subsidies into critical mineral operations.